So guys, I want to go over a story. I want to go over why I feel social media is causing more harm than actual good. Okay. So recently, I run multiple channels with my friends, whatever. We have Twitter and everything, Instagram as well. As for that being said, we still have an Instagram, Twitter for the channels and everything. But as personally, I deleted everything, the Snapchat. And I'm just gonna give my thoughts of reason why I did, and why this might be a better fit for you, apply to you, or why this may not be a better fit and apply to you. So starting off, start noticing streaks and all that stuff is kind of annoying. So when I kind of get some homework done and all that, whatever, having to go over the fact that I had to make sure I sent out streaks was a very task that didn't need to be handled, and it would take me away from other schoolwork or any other thing I was trying to complete. Even YouTube videos, whatever, and just, streaks was just something distraction that I need. So that was one thing of getting on the Snap benefited me. Streaks are not necessary. I mean, it doesn't matter whatever you claim to me, streaks never be necessary for you to be able, that you would need to ever need to, use them. They're only for fun. I mean, there's no need in your life to have streaks. As for, now, let's take Snapchat pictures. So now, since I had Snapchat, less communication with people. I set up phone numbers, I text them, but the people I need to actually talk to, I have the phone numbers. So, all these extra people that I would very slide up and say hi every now and then, they slide up and say hi to me every now and then. I'm not getting that anymore, but the people I need the necessary contact, and close friends and everything, I have new text messages. So to me, I'm not missing out on anything. So that's, so I'm not losing anything. It's something might feel they are losing, but for me, I don't feel like I'm losing anything. So, as for another thing, I guess you can look at, I don't know, I think it's an ad playing, my bad. So another thing I wanted to go over, and, so we got Snapchat out the way. That's my personal opinion for Snapchat. It's not necessary. It's something if you want extra attention or attract attention. Because people just post a lot of stuff in the story to get attention. Like, people just posting, they're talking about, oh, I wish somebody would talk to me, even though I have like 3,000 people already messaging them. And they just keep posting on the story, trying to get more people to message them, and hoping they'll find somebody that's like just a perfect person. That is a complete waste of other people's time and your own time. Now let's move over to Instagram. So Instagram, guys. So I would post often on my personal account. I would say maybe 3 or 2 times a day. Always something to worry about likes and hashtags and all that kind of stuff. Waste of time. Why else would you need to prove to somebody else like your status? Like, who cares? Like, if you did something that day, you did something that day with the people you wanted to do something with, or yourself. Like, who cares if Fred, Joe, Bob, Scott knew down the street that you went down to a coffee shop? Like, if you went with your friends or yourself and you had a good time or had a bad time, whatever, you know that, and the people you want to know that. You can text them, or if you live with them, you can talk to them. Like, why do you have to advertise to Scott, Fred, Bob, and 18,000 other people down the street? You went to Starbucks coffee this morning. Like, they don't know you, and there's no reason for them to know that what you did. Secondly, I want to go with the fact of now, let's go for like maybe looks and overreaction. guys, so we're back. So let's talk about more as for having issues of looks and why that's always not the best. Okay, Google, turn down. Um, so constantly people spending hours and hours a day looking through photos, and we edit them and we take them so they look just exactly perfect. And so there's so many people I know at my school that look a certain way on Instagram, but then we see them in person, you're like, what? There's so much editing done. It's not even them. So, like, are we lying to ourselves here? Because social media is supposed to be a way that you can express yourself. But how are we expressing ourselves when ourself is not even being shown? And what I mean by that, ourself is not being shown at all. It's just all this random stuff here, editing and computer manipulation to trick other people. And then when they see you, you're a different person. You might be this goofy, loving person, but on the internet you might portray yourself to be Gordon Ramsay. I mean, like, you don't know who these people actually are until you meet them. So online is not actually expressing you, because that lie used to be back then. Because back then, before we had all this extra editing, AI, photo enhancement, all this stuff, it was whatever you take a picture of yourself is what are you gonna look like online. It's just what you're gonna look like. Now with all this AI stuff and editing stuff, it's now what picture you took yourself, you're gonna look like Justin Bieber in like 5 minutes. So it's like there's no realistic either. And that's the bad thing I'm having issues with. And that's what I want to be able to see. If somebody I'm into, I want to see them in person. And then if they're in my class, and if online they portray themselves to be some kind of like it and the best looking whatever, but in class, whoever I like, whatever sits there, and it's some goofy, nice, kind person, that's gonna be for me. But let's say I am into the know-it-all, meanness type. I don't know. If she shows that, true self, when people see her, then yes, that'd be perfect for me. But online, if you try to present the show, ain't going for me. Like, look at all these fake rappers and all that stuff, We don't know what they're doing all the time. You tell me about it's all being real and all that stuff. What are they doing in their own house? We don't know that. Like, they barely even post about themselves, except for what a photographer takes of them and uploads it. Like, what did they be doing, like, when they're with their kids and stuff? Like, even Cody B knows stuff. Like, what did they actually be doing on their own time? We don't know that. So, I mean, and all you people try to act around them, but do we actually know how they act? With the pumping over them and with the necks and they'll chill, they be out there with it, but no. They might be even have financial issues, don't even know about. They can be even bankrupt, but then somebody allows them to loan them something for a music video or walk around in some nice clothes. His clothes aren't that expensive. You can, even though they're like might be $1 million, like it might be a couple of grand or whatever. You can get a loan for that and pay like $2 here and $3. So if you tell him, oh, his clothes expensive, you don't know if he actually paid it off or not. So you can't tell him, oh, he has money. It's all the fact is you don't know who these people are. Back then, when there was no internet, even if they were world media stars or whatever, there's nothing to manipulate it. So if you, let's say, I don't know, something, Aretha Franklin or any of them, and because they didn't have all this extra manipulation and extra stuff to make themselves look better, if somebody went to a house and wrote a news article about her or whatever, okay, she does this, she waters her grass at 5 o'clock a.m., or she has somebody do it for her or whatever, that's what people are seeing, because that's what people saw with their own 2 eyes. Even though they have photography, it was very expensive. So I mean, like, it's mainly just what people were seeing, and it was then to manipulate that. And if you didn't believe it, you go down and see for yourself that she did this and did this and this that. And she would only portray herself because she's at her own house. Now it's like they have these gated communities, and we see is what they post on these fake manipulation accounts. And you and everybody, which I used to too as well, believe that kind of stuff. And that's what I established the Instagram. Twitter, I mean, I keep my Twitter account. I mean, it's pretty much a good thing about information. Like when Xbox Live goes down, new Call of Duty beta information. So then for the YouTube stuff, I can get it all set up for you guys. So that's what I'm going to keep, because it has no influence. Like, I'm not using my personal Twitter like to show off myself, because nobody follows me anyway. It's just mainly so I can get information, because a lot of companies like Snapchat and Instagram, they post information about updates and all that stuff on their Twitter account. So that's why I use it. Even, see, they don't even post information on Instagram because they know it's useless. Even your president, even though I don't like him, I still like to know his updates. So I like being able to see that. Even though you may say I disagree with him or I do disagree with him, I might get into that, but I'm like, I want to know what he's saying. I don't want to be told from like CNN or Fox If he said this tweet, I want to be able to see with my own eyes. I don't want to have to hear somebody else's opinion. I want to see for myself. So Twitter's like that for me. Let's say about reactions. So reactions, I feel a little bit sketchy right now. Reactions used to be something that we would do that would show affection in person, and we could see with our two eyes of how the other person was responding. And I think I have a few clips for you guys to show it to you what I mean by that. Whenever you play with natural Mother Nature things, it always doesn't end well. It causes other issues like electricity and gas and all that. It's causing global warming. A lot of this medication like opioids and all that kind of stuff is causing people to die. It's all this extra stuff that we shouldn't be using is causing unnatural things to happen. And this technology, social media, is one of it. It is one of it because it's controlling the way we talk and communicate with each other, the natural way of communicating. And we don't know the side effects of that yet. Because it's not haven't been here. Like the first iPhone came back in the 2000s. Like it hasn't been long enough for somebody to come and tell me that it's safe. That has not been out of all of this. People that started using it from kids have not became full-on adults yet. They're like still in their 20s, the 30s, and they haven't even made it to at least 40s or 50s and 60s to older age to see what the side effects can be in the long term. So you can't tell me, oh, it's safe to use. Nah, for radiation, all that kind of stuff, you don't know what's going to come out of this stuff. People have done multiple testings on YouTube, which I provide in the bio, that radiation for AirPods and even this is costing AirPods, but it has a better sound, but it's Sony, but have more radiation than just an average piece of headphone. Even with an iPhone or any kind of phone you got on your ear has less radiation than putting on AirPods and Sony and Samsung, whatever. So pretty much now everybody thinks they gotta have AirPods. That's a amount of radiation. Okay, it's safe to use now. They said on YouTube, like, you can watch so many videos on YouTube to do the radiation testing. And it's safe to use in moderation. But are we using AirPods and stuff in moderation? No. People are using this when they go to school. People are using it when they go to their jobs. People are using it when they work out. People are using this when they jog, bike ride. And then when they get home, they're still using them. When you get home, you should... See, I got Bluetooth speakers. I got a whole, like, stereo system set up back here. I got surround sound. Like, I don't need these on at home. I don't use them when I leave the house, but most people need them on their home because they don't believe in having like stereos. I even have a good, huge, I can show, but a good Bluetooth speaker with me, not stereo, really good bass in it, but it's big, but it's old school a little bit, but it sounds a lot better than AirPods though. I don't need them on. See, all the people these days are using them constantly, and that's causing a lot of radiation intake into the way that our bodies may or may not be able to handle that yet. Yes, moderation. Everybody uses that excuse. Oh yeah, moderation. Or you use them in moderation. Moderation would be if you jog to school, or if you jog to your job, or even if you drive to your job, you put them in and don't touch them for the rest of the day. That's what you call moderation. But are we doing that? Nah. We're driving to our job, and then we get in there, we're sitting on our desk, and then we're putting them back in. Or whatever we're doing in school, we're putting them back in when we get sorted in. Nah, it's not moderation. You use them as much as you can. And they said moderation is safe. You use them every 5 seconds. And you're trying to use the excuse, okay, within the 5 seconds of not using them, it's no. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. And for Wi-Fi and all this stuff, all this stuff around us, all these different bandwidths and all that kind of stuff, we don't know all this transmission is gonna cause us. And they've proven by so many tests that cell phones don't have a high radiation rate. So already Apple converted cell phones. But with all this extra junk that hasn't been out, because cell phones have been long out past smartphones are new, but cell phones have been out a lot longer. So for the radiation, cell phones kind of already been long enough for us to know what's going on with them. For this new stuff though, it kind of feels quicker throwing together. Think about an Apple for a second. The iPhone 11 have so many security breaches that people point out right now. Just recently, you can watch so many reviews about security breaches on the iPhone 11. It is crazy. Because the price drop, they just do that crap out. And some people are going to go buy it, but the security breaches are so low. Google even said that the products are very vulnerable on a new iPhone 11. They came out and stated it. They said that were slacking on the security. They got more relaxed. And since Apple users have everything all in one basket. Okay, that being said, okay, people like makes it so convenient. Oh yeah, I can connect to my iPad. And then Google, and Google's not safe because they have so many different thing going on here. It is safely because they have so many other influences coming in from different apps, different developers working with them to make this stuff safer and different eyesight viewpoints. Like if they make a cell phone, their cell phone, and Samsung makes a cell phone using the Google operating system, then they can also put in their input like, hey, yo, we see a breach here in this piece of code, can you fix it? Apple though makes everything by themselves. So once they think something's okay, it's okay. No other influence, no other things to come out and see or testing, and that's what causes it to be a flaw. And all the people have everything in one basket because they don't have access to any other developers and stuff. All of the personal information is all in one basket. So when one person finds an access hole in the system flaw, they got everything. See, like, it's like when your house, you have everything in your house. If something happens to your house, all your stuff is gone. It's the same thing. Since Apple puts everything in the one basket, someone breaks into one basket, it's gone. Google, because they have so many people, developers using this stuff. If someone breaks into, let's say, Samsung's system, Sony phones and OnePlus phones and Droid phone, won't be affected because they only found a breach in Samsung, and Samsung can correct it without without destroying all the other companies. Apple, there's a breach to jack. But let's move on from that. Let's talk about access media apps like TikTok and stuff. So let's move to that. Man, that's a big topic. Baby stuff. Okay, TikTok though, guys. So that is crazy. And what I mean by that is that the way that people have been using kids are on TikTok right now, and they're using cuss words, they're dancing the way they should be dancing, and it's kind of turned into a whole new community. And I'm like, how are these people don't even know what this stuff is? It's not right. And I have some clips here to show you why I feel TikTok isn't correct.
Don't you be a minute, don't you want me to go? Why you trying to keep me dizzy? It's a dream, it's still not a dream. I got fans finally, and you are there to see me. Playboy, oh, I know you wanna ride, you're a star, and it shows. What's happening, what's up, let's go. Girl, shake that laugh and tap it, that laugh and tap it. Shake that laugh and tap it, that laugh and tap it. Girl, shake that laugh and tap it.
Just like iCloud, baby, I need my own space. If you're horny, baby, then put it on.
Drop down.
I want a brand new wheel, I want a brand new house, I want a foreign little bitch, she put it all in her mouth, I want it so I'ma go get it.
Yeah. Hold up. Get right with you. I'ma get bad bitches, fuck up, they dismiss.
Coming out hot like every day, make a bitch levitate, baby face sun bitch. I don't play patty cake, charms in the
Martha Dump Truck in the flesh. Here comes the cootie squad. We should shut up, Heather. Sorry, Heather. Look who's with her. Oh my god. Dang, dang, diggity, dang, 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 diggity, dang, dang.
Give me five, it's a vibe. In the hood like drive-bys. I ain't talking waving hands when I'm in Dubai. Bye with the people.
Just like iCloud, baby, I need my own space. If you're horny, baby, then put it on.
Yo guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed those clips. So see what I'm talking about? That's how interaction should be. And kind of take it away with the fact of now only allowing for to be done with social media texting and DMs and Snapchats. And what is that affection? It's no longer there anymore. It's now just who gets in the best emoji, who can take the best edited photo, who can take the most he can make the bit emoji look the best and get the most attention, who can get the most attention on social media. So I'm like, what happened to all the affection of just going up to somebody and talking to them, saying how is their day going, how it's, can I have your Snapchat, or can I have your phone with me? And then you ask that, no, even if it's a person you saw a stranger, if you saw a stranger on social media, you might have had and liked that person's post or commented, but in person you still may have not said anything. So it's kind of like taking away we're taking away the natural way of communication. And they always say when you play with natural things, it never ends up.